Hi, Kalisa. Hi there. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let me check these comments now. I made an error in. Well, I should even say that because I'm kind of strange. So I'm reading Joshua 9, 10, and 11. So it's actually wrong, the number that I put just now. Hi, good morning, Alex. Good morning, JB. Good morning, Isaac family. How are you doing? Isaac family saying good morning, Jay Brown. Yes, JB, you're telling me to pay attention to the comments. So, hi, how are you doing this morning? Yeah. So I'm just actually just reflecting on what I just read in Joshua chapter 9. And I'm literally saying to myself, I've never heard anybody preach about the men that actually disguise themselves. And trust me, I will not take that on. But I think I want to go and find a sermon about that, about Joshua chapter 9, because I don't think I can remember listen to someone preach about the men that disguised themselves, that lied to Joshua and said, listen, we come from a far country. To how far we are come from, the food and everything we left we yard with, them spoil, them molded by now. Even our garments, our clothes, they are so tattered because of the sun, and the shoes on our feet, we walk them down all at the bottom now because we are come from so far, and we are coming from far to become servants to Joshua, to Israel, because of the Lord thy God. When in fact they were their neighbors, right? But because they just destroyed Jericho, and they just destroyed Ai. So they too were also a fear. They were in fear of their life, and they knew that the land of Canaan, all of it was given to the children of Israel by a promise of the Most High God. And here it is that they're seeing this God, fulfilling his promise to the children of Israel. And they're seeing the children of Israel overtaking lands and coming so swiftly upon them that they're saying, listen, we hear it's not even this place where we live in, even our land is there. But guess what? We want to save free life. So guess what? We are going to trick them. Tell them so we come from far to serve them. I don't know. Do you think it's an act of faith? Yeah, they beguile them, yes, but what can we learn about that? And you see, the desperation that we see here with these men is not, it's not anything new, because we see different desperation at different level when it comes to even the woman with the issue of blood. We see her desperation. We see how she secretly moved through the crowd, and it was not a case where she was supposed to be out in the crowd. She could have been stoned to death. She could have been killed, you know. So we're not. It's not strange for us to see in the Bible where person, because they're so desperate of healing, or for their life to be saved, where they will choose to take on a different persona or a different behavior that others will deem unfairly or beguiling, and just in order to like literally save their life, to be alive. Mm. So uh, I think I like it. I think I like it, but I wouldn't even know how to use it, how to use this word to become an encouragement. But I really like it. So maybe I should consider putting an X or a mark on it to go back to actually, I read it, but to go back to actually meditate on it, so as I can, personalize it and see how best the Lord will have me use his word, because I've never heard it being preached like that. And surely there is something profitable right there that we could learn from, But that's what they did in Joshua chapter 9. Yep. All right. So JB is still saying, so I realized the other day that when I check my comments, let me refresh the comments. Uh-huh. All right, all messages. Okay. All right. So I refresh my comments to see if there's new comments there, but there's not. Yeah, because I noticed the other day when the live ended, there were like 50 something comments, and I know I did not read so many comments. So I'm just checking to see if I got everything. So I did everything. So yeah, the last comment is JB and the Isaac family communicating. So thank you guys. I see you. I see you in the bush. I see you watching. Thank you for stopping by. So I'm reading the book of Joshua. And even though it says 7, 8, and 9, that was a mistake. I actually read 7 and 8 yesterday. So I'm supposed to do 9, 10, and 11 today. And I just did 9, and as I said, I really like it. I really like it, and I think there's a lesson there. And I really need to read it again just to meditate on it. But definitely, I will find a sermon on it. I will literally, when this live is end, I will put it on the television and I will put in Joshua chapter 9 sermon and listen to someone, whether male or female, preach or teach um, about what's happening in Joshua chapter 9. Yes, I read it, but I want to see their insight to it because I've never actually heard, as I said, it being used. Okay, Isaac family, you're still here. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. So I noticed that I've been seeing that the crown with the hashtag and numeral 2, and I see the crown with the hashtag and numeral 1. I'm not familiar with that though. I don't know what it means. Someone tell me what it means. The crown with the hashtag with the numerals. Mm, I don't know. Somebody tell me. But this is so good. This is so good. These men, these men beguiled Joshua. They were so in fear for their life that they say, listen, the only way we are gonna stay alive are if we trick them. We have to tell them so we come from far because right now all of this land here for them on and them a come take it by force. Yeah. We see them gotta work. We hear about them gotta know, but no, we see them gotta work. We see them gotta work for them. Alright, let me see. Hey JB, let me see what you're saying. Host, why you keep turning off your microphone? Oh, oh, so guess what, JB? So when I'm actually reading it, um, I turn it off, but once I finish reading the chapter, I turn it on to actually tell you what I read. Yeah. Sometimes easier scriptures, I will leave it open. But listen, some of the Old Testament, listen, some little pronunciation or some little something, somebody there go on with themselves. And I don't want to choke. Yeah. So I read it muted, and when I'm finished with the chapter, then I tell you what I read. Yeah. Yeah. It works. Some books works like better for me like that. It's better for me like that. Yeah. Because I'm in Joshua. You know, the Old Testament, when I'm reading the Old Testament, there are verses and chapters, books in the Old Testament that you can read and it sounds like literature because it's not so hard. But then there are other books in the Old Testament and there are certain chapters that when I look at us, so you just have to own up your eyes. So I wonder, like, how may I pronounce this word here? And then my phone is doing the live. Normally, when I'm reading the Bible, I'll have my phone and then I'll just type it in and ask YouTube to pronounce the word for me. Because listen, some cities, some place, some names, I can't call it. So that's why. It's true. It is true. Yep. I think I need a pencil. I don't know. I always have a new pack of pencil. And I literally don't have no pencil, and I really don't like to read my Bible without having pencil because I like to leave marks. I like to mark things that stood out to me and mark things that I don't understand, you know, to go back to it and so forth. Hmm. So that's why, JB. That is why. Oh, okay, okay. So it's top fans. Okay, top fans. I see at the top where the crown is. It says top fans. So I guess you're my first, JB, and then Isaac family is a second. So let me read what you're saying. Okay, I understand, but just so you know, when people come to you and not not hearing you say anything, they are not going to stay. I know that. I know that. I really know that for real. For real, I do know that, JB, because they'll be like, "Why is the light silent?" Yeah, unless I should have indicated that it was silent live, right? Because I won't know that after I finish the chapter, I'm gonna speak, right? So probably I should put that as a disclaimer that after each chapter, I will unmute my mic and speak. Yeah, yeah, but I will consider that. But as I said, it's not with every book; it's just with some book, right? Yeah, it's just with some book. But this was a very good one. Very, very, very good one. Mm-hmm. It was a very good one. Even what I read yesterday, JB. So, what I read yesterday, it even last night, I think I went to my bed with it on my mind. I literally went to bed with what I read yesterday on my mind. And it was when they were about to take AI. And they do this war tactic thing where a portion of the children of Israel went with Joshua and they chase after them and they pretend like they were running and then they would be like, oh, the Israelites are running, and then they'd be like, oh, call out every man out of the city, oh, let's go overtake them. And the reason why they believed that they were actually running was because beforehand Israel have to flee before their enemy because the accursed thing was among them. But what they didn't know that the Israelites, Joshua dealt with the issue because God spoke and said, listen, there's an accursed thing among you. And because of this, listen, you gotta sanctify yourself. You gotta call them out by tribes and by name. And we're gonna get down to it. We're gonna see who has done this thing because we need the victory. So when they went to face AI again, AI literally believed that listen, they were fleeing again, but they never knew that listen, they went down, they went back to camp, and God talked with them, and they destroyed the accursed thing that was among them, and Acon and his entire household, his family, everything he has was stoned and burned with fire. So when they came back out to face their enemy, they were coming back out as a sanctified people, as a chosen people, as an elect people, a people that was without sin, a people that was going out with favor. And because of this favor, they would have won the battle. So I really love that. And that was from yesterday. And I really love it. So I'm gonna mute my mic again. And when I mute this mic, I'm gonna mute this mic and then I'm gonna read chapter 10 and then I'm gonna unmute when I finish reading. Roxy, Roxy, can you sit back over there, please? Okay. Hi, Alex. How you doing? Ah! I'm gonna let you sit beside me. Hold on. Hold on. Take her from me, Carissa. How you doing, Alex? Yeah, you're doing blessed. That's great. That's great. Alex, I'm gonna mute my mic again though because I'm gonna read chapter 10 and then I'm gonna unmute when I finish reading chapter 10. And if anything, stood out or captured my mind, then I'll share. All right. I Exotic Cookbook. How are you doing? I Exotic is saying hi, JB. Yeah, you don't see a pencil? Okay. Yep. Mm. Yeah, Exotic is saying hi, Isaac family. Hi, Exotic. Thank you for being here. Thank you for passing through. I'm gonna mute back my mic though. I'm gonna read chapter 10 of Joshua. And when I finish reading each chapter, then I'll unmute and share if I have something to share. All right. So thank you for, stopping by. Thank you for, you know, come on. I don't know if something is wrong. Well, there's nothing wrong. Oh my God. I don't know why this hour is taking so long to come. Because y'all know I'm doing the live for an hour. I know that area as well. Let me see. Oh, ta. Okay, Exotic was asking for some mangoes. Hi, Marlon. It's been a while since I've seen Marlon. Was Marlon here? Oh, Isaac, I see you. Oh, Massachusetts yesterday. Oh, so Exotic is saying he saw Island family in Mattis. All right, that word I'm just calling yesterday. I know that area very well. Okay. So I'm almost done reading chapter 10. I'm at verse 32. It's at verse 32, and I'm gonna see if I can find something about those 5 kings that Joshua slew. And when he slew the kings, he hung them on the tree. And when it was nightfall, he took them down and he threw them back in the cave where they were hiding. And it said that that was actually their burying place. That was where they stayed until this day. So I think I want to read more about that. Like, there's ever some documentary. So anything you read, like there's always like some documentary or podcast about anything that you find interesting while you're reading. So when I read it, I just mark those things and then listen to a podcast or, someone who have done deep study of the word. Yeah, expand on it. Yeah, that's how I learn. That is literally how I learn. Oh, oh, is it exotic change his name? Is it Marlon who is exotic? What is it? Oh, so much reading, so much reading. Libna. In these places, this country. So I'm just gonna finish up. I have 9 minutes to go on this live, so I'm just gonna finish up. Yes, I'm gonna read from verse 32 onto verse 30 onto verse 43, and then that will close chapter 10. Chapter 10 is a very long chapter. So even though I was gonna do chapter 11 as well, I'll do chapter 11 off video, and it's short. Chapter 11 is short, but chapter 10 is so long, so long. Oh, you're gonna look for Alex? You're gonna drive to Massachusetts to Sap. Listen, we are gonna drive to look for Alex. Oh, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You're coming to town? No more baby, Alex. Montego Bay, Alex? No, I lie. St. Anne's. St. Anne's, right? Yeah, St. Anne's. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna mute and finish reading. It's a little piece that I have to read, and then it's gonna be an hour, and then I'm gonna say hi and thanks to everybody that was in the chat, and then end the live. So I'm just gonna do like 5 or 4 minutes of reading whatever is left of chapter 10. Yeah. Oh, you still get your license. Okay, that's good. That's good, Alex. Okay, you don't know tone. Okay. Okay, Alex, I hear you. So guys, I am finished reading Joshua 9 and 10, and 10 was very long. 11 is not long, but 10 was very long. 10 could be cut in two chapters. You ever wonder, oh, sometime you're reading and like this chapter is very short, and then boom, the next chapter is so long. And it make you feel like, oh, I can read 3 chapters, oh, I can read 4 chapters. But you have to consider the depth of each chapter. So I cannot read 9, 10, and 11 right now. I'm tired and I'm processing because it's a lot. So I'm gonna read 11 later, hopefully. But for now, I'm just gonna say thank you to everybody that stopped by the live, well, the silent live that is. Yeah, everybody that was in the chat. So I'm gonna do what they do in the streets. So thanks to Alex, Isaac Family, Exotic Cookbook, let me see, JB, and my own sweet little daughter, Kalisa. Those were the active chat people. And thanks for everybody that was in the background for the thumbs up. Yeah, thank you for being a part of my silent live where I read the Bible off or in silence and you stay online and just say hi. So I'm gonna end the live now. It's an hour. Yes. So yesterday for the hour, I got 139 persons by. So I don't know if I'm gonna reach the same target within an hour. 100 and plus persons who stopped by. However, it tells me that out of the 100 and plus, it's the plus that was really they consider them concentrate who are focused, and in tune. All right. So bye bye. Thank you. It's an hour. See, here we go. I'm gonna make sure to not hang it up until I see the hour. Oh my god, this is the hour. Bye. 1 hour. Bye. Yeah.